What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick.
I'm Jarek.
I'm Curtis.
And I'm Zach.
You know the vibes. Y'all seen the picture. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all know why y'all here. Jvcki Wai. Woo! Enchanted propaganda.
Yeah.
Real ones know stand up. Hit that subscribe button, man.
This is fire.
Fire. So fire that you're going to hit that subscribe button and see what we get into. Also, make sure y'all jump on the Patreon exclusive Jackie interview. What was the chat called? Or what was the joint called?
It was called Catch Why.
Okay.
She was talking about Go Back.
Yeah, interesting conversations on there. Real hip hop. Talks of racism. People got to leave her alone and get off her dick.
Real shit. Real shit. She's trying to make music.
She just trying to make
with
music.
A message.
But yeah, y'all know we don't lie here. I heard this track because I had the joint downloaded, but never seen the MV for it. Jarek has seen the MV.
I've seen the MV. I've listened to everything she dropped.
Yeah, she got some banger shit, and I've been trying to chill. But we got to jump into more of her content. No long talk.
Let's get into it.
Zach, like finally I can vibe.
She about to go off.
Good luck. It's a couple good looks for her here. Turn me up in the headphones. This missing like that Juice WRLD type feature.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when did this come out?
2018.
That's when it sounds like it. Yeah. I swear, I was like, this sounds like a certain time where like everything sound just like this.
Yeah.
Oh, like that.
It
Like
would
you
have
said the Juice WRLD,
Yeah.
the XXXTentacion, and like all that type of.
One of them would have sound perfectly on this. This is really good. This is actually like fire. Like I said, like it takes you back to that time and just vibe out. The beat production is fire. Literally everything about this takes you back. The video, how it was shot,
cuts,
the edit,
the colors,
everything.
little glaze,
Mm-hmm.
The aspect
The
ratio.
filters. This is clean. I like this a lot.
a little color change. That goes to show, you know, how tapped in she is with like just music in the moment. You know what I mean? That she even with her John Go Back, like she's listening to what's popping in the moment and she's adapting to that because she has a lot of different styles She did a Spanish verse at one point. She speaks different languages, so she's always like doing different things.
How many languages?
And that's what I appreciate. There's actually a video out there where she's like rapping in like 4 or 5 different languages. So she can give you. She's the type of artist that she's a fan of the music, so she's always willing to adapt and just be ready. I love this video. I love the concept of it. One of my favorite things is, you know, like you said, Zach, it takes you back to that time when like people was experimenting with like cuts of the videos and like it not being quote unquote like how they teach you kind of to edit. You know what I mean? You're like breaking boundaries and just doing things that typically wouldn't work or would be too experimental for certain things. Like the glaze, the different colors, the fact that it had different aspect ratios. Like one scene would be a good 16:9, then we'll go back to a 4:3.
It's giving a little bit of like Cole Bennett.
Yeah, like
I feel like that's what she's doing.
Like that kind of style of like put her in a green screen, put something in the background. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
It sounds like, it may sound weird, like what I'm about to say, but it sounds like she met Lil Yachty and she met Lil Yachty. Like this music is like
for sure. Like respectfully and shit. Like for sure.
That was a wave that summer.
Definitely sound like something.
And even a few years,
Cardi, you know,
and even a few years before, with all the Uzi's type shit, like it do not matter, because that's kind of like that inflection, like it's vibe music too, and it's just one of those things where. I know how I feel on here about sometimes like those vibes and energy can transcend languages. Not saying that you would know exactly what she was talking about if you didn't understand like, you know, the language, but you almost like kind of get that vibe and the bop and the energy and everything. And the MV was decent and stuff. I hopefully I know what like propaganda is and stuff like that. And I feel like the cuts make it feel more enchanted. It feels like Enchanted War. And I'm pretty sure you probably gonna allude and jump into some of that. I'm gonna let you get your clip off of that. But like it fit the tone, it fit like the aesthetic and everything. I thought she killed all the looks that were going on here. It was like the cutesy army type look. It was giving like Spice Girls. And it's funny that when she was talking about the interview, the whole dystopian thing in Mad Max, you still see little instances of it kind of here as well. So it
kind of like she has her own dystopian world going on.
Nah, real shit. And it seems like that's the type time she be on too, when she release music and then go back into her own little world. And you know, so I fuck with it. The song definitely is just a vibe. Like, and sometimes when it comes to like, you know, music, to me it's vibes over everything. But it's not like she's talking bullshit neither.
Yeah, it's like vibes and she's talking about some real shit too.
Yeah. So, you know, it just double downs on it where it's like, oh shit, so I'm vibing and you actually are saying something. It's not kind of just ear junk music or like the beat is fire and you just like breathing on it. Yeah, it's decent as shit. So one of my favorites from her, and it's a lot of other joints and shit we got to get into from her. But how'd you feel, Kurt?
Yeah, just briefly on some of the directing aspects of it and editing. The filmmaking kind of behind it was, you know, I do like that they, you know, kind of started off in like standard ratio and there was lots of like, you know, blacks and whites and everything to kind of make it feel dated time aspects. And then when it got even to the later part of that same, you know, still standard aspect ratio, it was, you know, you were still getting a lot of hyper realistic things with saturation boosts and all that stuff. And obviously that's playing on the aspects of the enchantedness that they're saying, like you're kind of making something different than what it's naturally supposed to be. And I like that they kept that in the editing with the color grading aspects. So I thought that was really cool. And then even when they got into more of the digital kind of format where it's like, you know, widescreen and everything, the 16:9, I think is what you're saying. You know, I like that they also kept those aspects still. Like they took you through the time, like with technology, I guess, as far as going from standard to, you know, digital, but then also going from, you know, black and white to like natural color then to kind of more the boosted colors and everything. So I just think that was like a really cool choice and everything. And the fact that they're kind of talking through like the aspects of, you know, war and like, you know, using the metaphor, I suppose, of war that kind of convey everything. I think that was really fitting too, because if you kind of know like the whole aspects of propaganda as far as that is, it's something that, you know, could be very synonymous with aspects of war. So I thought that was like a good kind of backdrop to kind of tell that story, and then getting to the point where it's, you know, nuclear explosion and essentially something that ruins everything and everyone around it. She was like, and just to now kind of get into the actual, you know, song and everything. She was like, I did like her voice and the uses of the kind of auto-tune and everything that were in there. Definitely vibe music, but it definitely felt like also like kind of like when she was saying like, you know, like my speaker like basically so loud it'll like kind of burst your ears or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like basically it kind of felt like the whole like pleadingness and like kind of crying in her voice seemingly, as far as like how she was like projecting mainly in the hook and everything. But I thought all that was conveyed really well too, and it felt like she was like using the metaphor of war, I suppose, to kind of talk about like how it felt like she was like how everyone will kind of like say, I guess, fake noise or anything like kind of around her, basically kind of crafting these narratives that are ultimately like toxic and destructive. And just a little bit of kind of what we had seen in some of the interview stuff, just knowing a little bit of insight into kind of how she, you know, articulates herself and everything and goes about things like this. At least that's kind of my implication of it. But it was ultimately something that I did enjoy. I don't know if it's quite like a download for me at this point, but that's usually because I'm not into like much of that type of sound, I guess. But everything that she was spitting lyrically and everything was really solid too, in tandem with that. And just the fact that you would express, you know, as you had said, Jarek, like the versatility, crafting multiple languages, seeming to kind of go her own way, not crafting to, you know, any type of industry kind of standards or anything like that. Like she's just really like particular about her art and everything, and that's something I really respect. And it's always interesting to kind of check out more from her and get more of that sense. But yeah, I would say I enjoyed this. I just don't know if it's quite like a download for me yet.
Yeah, man, jump in the comments, tell us how y'all felt about this. This was fire. For more Jvcki content, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys jump on the Patreon. The interview is up on there with her. More stuff is going to be coming out. We're going to be checking out live performances and doing more stuff. K-Hip-Hop is back. It's Cyphers on there. That's exclusive. Other AMOG artists on there. Hire One artist on there. Some stuff is blocked. I think Lay got the Cypher that's up on there that's blocked. So if you love K-Hip-Hop, jump on the Patreon. Other than that, we love y'all. We going to holler at y'all.
Take care.
Peace.